Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel at NDN Nigeria. Click on the subscribe button and be the first to get notifications.
The Niger Delta Development Commission, Nddc, is seeking the partnership and support of civil society organizations operating in the Niger Delta to improve on its service delivery as an intervention agency. Speaking at a one-day stakeholder engagement with civil society organizations recently in Port Harcourt, the interim administrator of the Nddc, AKUGHA, noted that their involvement in Nddc operations will enhance the Commission's performance and enthrone transparency in the system as contemplated in the ongoing forensic audit of the intervention agency. Correspondent Lovely Ofigo has more.
At the instance of the Nddc, civil society groups operating across 9 states of the Niger Delta converged recently in Port Harcourt to take a critical look at the region's underdevelopment trajectory and prefer suggestions on how to strengthen the Nddc to function better in its mandate to develop the Niger Delta. At the interactive session, participants came to the conclusion that in spite of efforts made to tackle the challenge of underdevelopment through the creation of several development agencies, the Niger Delta still has the highest indicators of poverty and underdevelopment in Nigeria.
While the average life expectancy in Nigeria is 53 years old, in the Niger Delta it averages around 40, 45. While 67% of Nigerians are thought to be living below the poverty line, in the Niger Delta, 88% of rural dwellers are considered extremely poor. So indicators for the Niger Delta are even worse than they are in other parts of the country.
The Nddc was established through an Act of Parliament in 2000 to promote rapid development and reduce tension in the region. However, civil society groups observed that the Commission had failed to deliver on its mandate due largely to poor implementation of projects since its inception in 2001.
There should be an independent project monitoring committee to monitor the projects approved by the Nddc. This is very, very important. 2, there should be accountability. Where there is no accountability, corruption will thrive.
At the meeting, the attention of the Nddc was also drawn to the absence of a proper framework to ensure environmental protection and sustainability in the Niger Delta.
We have to admit that that is one sector that our Commission has not really paid proper attention. Otherwise, we would not be swimming in the kind of oil pollution that we see every day from one state to the other in the region.
In his response, interim administrator of the Nddc, AKUGHA, noted that it was to address many years of corruption in the system that President Muhammadu Buhari ordered a forensic audit of its activities in October 2019. He lauded Mr. President's decision as erring contractors were beginning to mobilize the site for fear of prosecution. AKUGHA further observed that the forensic audit was instituted to change the processes of the Nddc and reposition it to begin to live up to the people's expectations in the Niger Delta.
The intent of the forensic audit was not to withhold anybody. It was to ensure that we have value for our money. So if a contractor has been given money in the past and he is back to site, he has completed the project for which money was disbursed, because we have no business with him any longer, that obligation would have been fulfilled. We are also doing a process re-engineering in the system that would help stabilize things, that would help streamline things. We want to leave you with a better Nddc.
Mr. AKUGHA is optimistic that through closer collaborations with civil society groups, state governments and communities, the Nddc would be empowered to embrace a paradigm shift in the development of the Niger Delta region.
Inside the Niger Delta,